Reilly once said, the Irish march up fifth and stagger down third.
Now, contrary to popular belief, booze does not have to necessarily be a part of St. Patrick's Day celebrations. McGee Hickey found a place where revelers are deliberately sober.
It was a sold-out crowd at Regis High School with some familiar faces telling their stories.
I remember who I insult today, and I can wake up on the 18th of March knowing who I did insult.
It's the brainchild of William Spencer Reilly, who almost lost a family member to addiction.
You know, we can do so much more about this day if we really focus on the depth of the culture of St. Patrick's Day.
And the Consul General of Ireland was at the event, and he's hoping this sober St. Patrick's Day event becomes an annual one here in New York City. We are live on the Upper East Side at the end of the parade route. McGee Hickey, Pix 11 News. Back to you, Katie.
Welcome to the first annual, I'm proud to say annual, Sober St. Patrick's Day.
When I first heard about Sober St. Patrick's Day, I said, yes, count us in, because it's so important for the children and families who are impacted by addiction to also celebrate their recovery from the onslaught that the disease has had on the whole family.
Well, I was looking for something that we could do with the kids that wasn't, you know, crazy, and as soon as we heard about this, we got our tickets. Like, this is what I've been looking for.
A bunch of the boys were whooping it up in the Malamute Saloon.
There's a little bunch of people here in New York who are attempting to change the horrible image of the drunken Irishman and the drunken Irishwoman on St. Patrick's Day. And so they are having a sober St. Patrick's Day party. So remember that if you want to support changing the image of the drunken Irishman. It's about time we change that image, isn't it?
She sang as she brought up the coal every morn, and she mentioned vacations with scorn. So he tells me.
Oh, it was very important for Seabrook House to sponsor this event. Sobriety and St. Patrick's Day definitely go hand in hand.
So it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Irish Minister for Social Protection, Joan Bergin. She's here in New York to represent the Irish government at all the events to do with St. Patrick's Day. Thank you.
When I heard first about this initiative, I have to say I was immediately impressed that it was an idea whose time had come.
I'm not a singer, and I will now prove it. This is probably the most important event since St. Patrick's Day parades started.
I have been really impressed by this initiative of the Sober St. Patrick's Day. So well done to the people who've developed this idea, and I do hope it travels back home across the Atlantic to Ireland.